lots of rumours with Lewis Travis in terms of championship interest. Wrexham are one of the big players in that one. Wrexham Insider have said that there's interest there, and that Sheffield United, Birmingham City, Derby County have seen linked as well, and Town have interest within that. Again, as I say, when there's multiple clubs linked, it can feel quite agent-driven, and with Travis, there are talks at Blackburn about getting another deal over the line for him to stay there. Apparently available 2 to 3 million. Not sure if he'd be the kind of player that you'd want to see back at Ipswich, whether you feel it'd be the right fit. I'm not
What's
necessarily
his contract
convinced.
situation, Alex? Did he was he
Believe
kind of week in,
he's-
week out starter for Blackburn last season, captain? What was his
Yeah, he's been brought back into the fold at the moment with oh my god, who's manager there at the moment? Ex West Brom Barnsley. Valerian Ismail. There we go. Got there in the end. Ever since John Dale Thomason's kind of departure, there was a bit of a rift there, but he came back in, has worked under Valerian Ismail in the last few weeks. It was John Eustace before then. I believe he's got a contract that runs until next summer, and that's why there's talks about trying to tie him down. But those talks, obviously, with where he's at in his career and supposed interest, means that they have to be very careful with what that next step is. As we said, reported interest from top teams at the level. From an Ipswich Town perspective, definitely not a player who would come in and be a week in, week out starter, which would have to be a thought process there. But he knows the football club, doesn't he?
Knows the club, he knows the division, and it can't all be about young players for the future, and the Championship is demanding, as we know, and you need some bite, you need some leadership, and Lewis Travis, from briefly what we saw of him, certainly brings that. I would imagine he's going to be wanting to have more of a guarantee of playing every week, even if Sam Morsey were to leave, and that's a big old if at the moment. Would Ipswich see him as the level to start every week in a team that should be challenging for the top two? Don't know. I didn't watch him closely enough last season to kind of know where he's at, but I would certainly snap your hand off to have him in as a kind of a squad midfielder, someone to for a rotation option to call upon again when needed and be a good behind the scenes guy. But I would imagine he's looking for a little bit more than that.